Yeah. Better days, I pray for better days. Working hard cause I want extra pay. Talk to them seeds, but you must demonstrate. Cause it's your ways that they gon' imitate. Non-violent. Sometimes I wish I would've went to college. Frown proudly. Cause where I'm from, they hate you when you smiling. Your faith should be your gun. You can't leave home without it. The children being grown, cause all the parents acting childish. You show them your reality, I bet they doubt it. You tell them all about your dreams, just when they out it. Your own blood. Ain't no family no more. They do you badly for show. You try to patch with your soul, Lord knows you on a mission to show him you so submissive. The prayer said in silence, you know the devil can hear him, pay attention. Know the war's within, how much time do you spend? Try to balance your zen, then again, losses is lessons. You tell me you trying to win, we know about saving money. You tell me you trying to spend that blood on it. Sweat, tears, you put that love on it. Your best years was just a dumb moment. You tired of going hungry, can't deal with fake making your life lonely. Your lack of faith that left your soul bony. But you gon' work and you gon' strive, do what it takes to survive. What is truth, what is a lie? You know that war's inside. Some get draped into the fake, they don't know what to decide. Wrong choice, meet your demise, keep that between you and I. You realize, some people you gon' let go, you visualize. The things you need to feed your soul is on the rise. They not gon' wanna let you go, but it's alright. It's cool to bury what's gon' grow. Went from wrong to the right and to the dark to the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. Gotta hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. From wrong to the right and to the dark from the light. It was a hell of a fight. You give it all your might. You just hold on tight and you stay strong and precise. You fight the war that's inside, cause it might change your life. I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me. Yeah, I ain't the person that I used to be. So what I do today ain't things that you used to see. Stay the same, no, things change usually. Some folk I may know might get reintroduced to me.
Yeah. Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah, yeah. Race called life. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm grinding cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. Have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, been always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob. Cause I do good business, I'm too good with it. And even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith and my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life, yeah, yeah, yeah. I keep on running in this race called life, yeah,
Let's go. We in here. Peace to the chat. Peace to everyone watching. And peace to everyone in the sound of my voice. Let me go ahead and shout out my first nine real quick. Let's give a shout out to Intuitive Go Oracle over here. Everybody give her a round of applause. Don't worry about it. Hold on 1 second. Don't worry about it. I got you. If I can get to my sound effects.
Shout out to the Intuitive Goat. That's my big sis. Shout out to the Goat. Y'all go over there and sub, like, share on her channel, man. She real dope.
There we go. All right, I had to find that. Shout out Courtney Thompson. He's number 2 in the building today. Shout out Courtney. We also got Native on the Bayou. Shout out Native. We got Daryl in the building. You already know he was coming through. Squad in here. Jamie Brown Curry. Shout out you. Shout out King Naga. We have M Naturals in the building. Gang, gang, she says. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got Elijah in the building. Let's give a round of applause to everybody who made it here today. Y'all definitely beat me here. Y'all didn't meet me here. I appreciate y'all for that. How you feeling today?
Oh, man. Good, man. I'm holding on like a hubcap, but I'm in the fast lane spinning.
That's what's up. We waiting on Anukakerakt to get in here. Let me take this off the screen one time so we can see.
Salute to the gang, man. Peace to the creative gang. CGG. It's nice. Creative gang or don't bang. You know what I'm talking Peace to the righteous gods and Nirvanian guys.
You already know how we coming today, man. And we got another one for you. Anukakerakt versus Kosmon Kyle. God is light. Light is electromagnetism. And where's Kosmon at, man? He's supposed to be up here standing on this. I know he about to come through with his Jedi sword. What they call those again? Lightsabers? I know he about to come through.
You mean Anu? Where Anu at?
Yeah, where Anu at? My bad.
Yeah. No, he gonna come through. You dig what I'm talking about? Or his little homie will jump up here, catch the fade. You dig what I'm saying? We just really basically trying to set down the rules of the debate. You dig what I'm talking about? The rounds, times, and you dig what I'm talking about? How we gonna do the question and answer? You dig what I'm talking about to make this a dope show? You dig what I'm saying? Especially the question and answer round, because it's about that time. I've been beating up on them. You dig what I'm saying? They get a little rattled. They don't like to answer direct questions. You dig what I'm saying? They like to talk around it and milly mouth and huck a buck. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of asking a straight question, giving a straight answer. But I just think we just need to settle out. Usually how we do it, you dig what I'm talking about, to keep it brisk and you can jam pack it with information, is 3 15-minute rounds. The question and answer round can be like, it's gonna be thick. So I would probably say 5 questions, 10 questions total. You did what I'm talking about. 5. He asked 5. I asked 5. He asked 5. I asked 5. And then we go into our closings. And I don't know if he want to have rebuttals. You know what I mean? Between rounds and all that. You dig what I'm saying? But I will say this. He said something in the back chat, and I will say this.
What'd he say?
He said, you should know who you going up against. Mm-hmm. I told him right then, you should take your own advice.
Where you go?
Because
You should be on
He
the
never
stage.
even stopped to ask me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never stopped to ask him because I always already knew his ideology was theological, straight out the Bible. I know where you got your idea of what a God is from. But he never asked me, what is a God?
That's a good question.
What do you think a God is? He think God is the creator, and then he think that creator is literal light, literally electromagnetism. He thinks that.
Yeah, I would have started there myself, but you know, I'm sure that he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's not
Yeah.
new to these debate streets.
My
Uh,
my thing is, you brought a theological belief. No different than, is Jesus God or is he the Son of God? It's a belief, yet theological. You know what you can't do, huh? With theological myths and beliefs? Guess what you can't do with them? You can't prove them scientifically. Science and theology are in different realms. They don't equate. You can't use a scientific theory to prove a theological belief or myth. This is why he's always talking about light is electromagnetism. Light is electromagnetism, because he knows, and this is a trick, he knows you can't use science to debunk theology. But guess what? You can't also turn around and use science to prove a theological method either. You're dead. So this is why they always talk about, oh, light is electromagnetism. Light is electromagnetism, which nobody is debating. That's truth. That's objective. But now you made a oxymoronic leap in logic, taking us out of science into the realm of myth and theology. Belief. And guess what you can't do with a mythological belief? You can't prove it scientifically. So they've been trying to pull the wool over y'all eyes the whole time. Guess what? You can't debunk God is light, because God is light is oxymoronic and isn't real. There is no theologian in the world who agrees with them. That is a consensus. That is a consensus that God is not literally light, but he literally made it, is their stance. The opposite. And what we got to understand is, we got to remember, most of these dudes are very, very, very young. They're in their 20s, in their mid 30s. You got to remember, most of these young men and women were in school in the 2000s. They don't know that this old theory, theological, mythological, subjective belief has already been debunked. As a matter of fact, it can't be debunked because it's not real. It can't be tested. It is not empirical. It is not even logical. Huh?
let's go. Let's go. We got King Naga in the building.
Here we go.
One of the heavy hitting members of Naga. How you feeling today, King?
Oh man, blessed, bro. Every day I open my eyes, a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And a brother done got up here and made all kind of, you know what I'm saying, misrepresentations of what we saying. The first misrepresentation is that God is light. Light is electromagnetism. Is based on the Bible or comes from the Bible. God is light, brother, is a universal concept that predates your Bible, your Osasi Bible, and any Abrahamic religion, brother. This goes back into indigenous spiritual systems found all over the world. So you're not up against the Bible, brother. You're up against the world's spiritual systems, brother, from North America to South America, from Europe, Asia, and Africa, brother. Even, you know what I'm saying, in the Polynesian islands, God is light is a real thing, brother. And it's not based off of no book, God. It's based off natural phenomenon, which is what light is. And light definitely is electromagnetism. You got an uphill battle, my boy.
Well, see, that's another lie, right? Because he's going to say, oh, because they wrote down pictures of the sun, that they praised the sun, or that they thought it was God. But when you actually look in those old texts, let's say the Mayans, let's say the Aztecs, they're not actually praising God. They're praising the sun. They're deifying it. They didn't praise it. They understood that it was literal. There is a literal sun, right, that produces light. It is not the creator. And they understood that in many of the old passages. But my problem is, how is it that your creator, right? Can you explain, right, how your God, I'll put it to you like this. There are some understood attributes that are readily accepted and theologically backed for the nature of God, right? Now, and one of those is omnipotence, or omnipotence, meaning all power, right? Is your light, or is light, which is your God and your creator, is light all powerful?
Yes. And
Can you prove that objectively?
Yes, I can prove that objectively. Can you prove your Owaspy God is all powerful objectively?
Well, God, my God don't say he that.
If your God is not omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, then it is not God, brother, because God is defined by power and force. We can show you what we're telling you God is in all things at all times and all powerful, my brother.
Now you see he slyly. We call this.
Wait. I'm gonna land my plane. And you keep alluding to the sun. You know what I'm saying? We're not telling you to worship anything. We leave that to you religious guys to worship things. You know what I'm saying? And when you keep alluding to the sun is the source of the light here in our solar system. It's not the source of the cosmic microwave background. It's not the source of a gamma ray burst, my brother. It's not the source of the photons at the beginning of the universe, my brother. So that's your misconception, and that's why I told you don't know what you're up against.
Brother, you don't know nothing about the beginning of it. Now, if y'all notice, he used all that time, all that mealy mouth, and I asked him a direct question. Is his light all power? The answer is no. Electromagnetism is not all power. Guess what? I can produce his God.
Okay, well, produce a gamma ray burst for us right now on camera. Go.
Listen, I don't need to produce a gamma ray. All I need to do is produce electromagnetic energy, which is your God. And guess what? I can produce your God using falling water. And produce your God mechanically.
Produce some radio waves for us right now on camera. Go.
Now, can you see radio waves? That's a stupid question.
Radio waves is light, brother, and you.
Can you? No. I asked the question. Can you see radio waves? You asked me to produce them.
We can't see oxygen, brother. We can't see oxygen yet. We know it's real,
brother. I didn't ask you, was it real? I asked you, can you see it? Can you see a radio wave,
bro? We only see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum that is called visible light. That's all.
Okay, guess what?
That's all you know light to be. We know light to be the entire electromagnetic spectrum. That's again, you not knowing what you're up against.
Well, first of all, that's dumb because the electromagnetic spectrum and electromagnetic radiation ain't even the same thing. So
all light, brother, is electromagnetic
all right,
radiation,
now
and the entire
I asked him a simple
electromagnetic
question.
spectrum is
I
electromagnetic
asked him a
radiation,
simple
which
question.
again proves that you don't know what you're up against.
Okay, all right. Now look, he triggered. I asked him a simple question. Was his God light, all power? He said yes. Well then, and guess what? That is wrong. I can just simply show you that there are nuclear powers, right? That existed and exist a long time or on side and before his so-called light, right?
I got a question.
Electromagnetism
Now,
is
you
not
hold
all
up.
power.
You brought up nuclear power, right? Show me how you get nuclear power without atoms, brother. Because without the attraction between the electron and the nucleus of an atom, there
show
is
me
no
how an
atomic
atom is
structure,
God.
brother. Brother, stop moving the
Yeah,
goalposts.
see, he trying to buck dance. He trying to buck dance.
No, that's you.
He
buck
still
dancing.
can't prove this
Because
is God. Now watch.
Brother, hold up. You brought up nuclear power as being all powerful. Now tell us how you get.
I did not say that,
brother. Can you tell us how you get nuclear power without an atom?
Now watch this. He gauged whatever I said wrong. I said your God has to have certain attributes, and omnipotence is one of them. I asked him, was light all powerful? We proved that it wasn't.
No, you didn't.
Because there are powers on side of your God. Yeah. So I told you can't use science to prove this theological mumbo jumbo.
Your God is trapped in the book, brother. Where's the all-powerful aspect in being trapped inside the pages of a book, brother?
Well, it's not. And our so-called book tell us, you dig what I'm talking about, that the creator and who you call God are two different things. So you should have thought about that before you tried to test me about what light is, because we know what light is, right? There ain't no, and we're not debating if light is electromagnetism. You must prove that light is God.
What light is, brother? Can you do that for us right now?
Yeah, we're not debating what light is. We know what light is. It's the electromagnetic radiation. We know what it is. We're not debating that.
But yet you made the statement a little while ago that the electromagnetic spectrum and electromagnetic radiation were not the same thing, which is fundamentally incorrect. Would you like me to show
fundamentally, listen, just as you're just out of your league. Fundamentally, the electromagnetic radiation is gauged and sectioned off by the electromagnetic spectrum. They're two different. One is gauging the other. They're two different things, brother. Even though it deals with electricity and magnetism, they're not the same thing. One is the spectrum that puts the radiation in its order. They're not the same thing.
I have a question. My question is for K-Man.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Native Bayou, are you with Creator Gang or are you with Team Naga?
I'm just a spectator, but I actually seen it.
I apologize.
I actually seen it.
We're gonna have a segment for the audience and the spectators afterwards. This is the face-off where the opponents go back and forth.
Okay, but my question is that I heard something. I just want to ask a quick question right fast.
All right, I'll let you sleep.
Are you Chitamaya to actually speak on the Mayan people to say or to interpret what you think they was worshiping the sun? Or you Cheta Isa?
No, but I'm Chattahoochee. Like my great grandmama, you dig what I'm talking about? And I'm Ochita, and I'm Algonquin. That's for sure. I'm Aboriginal to here. So I have the right to speak up on it, and I have the knowledge, sir. Yes, in fact, I am.
No, because the last time I talked to you, you said that your people was Muskogee.
I got shot.
I'm sorry, Native Bayou.
I didn't say
he's
my
already
people
debating
was
one person up here today. I didn't say that. I can't let you guys jump on them and shift gears and change the topic right now. I appreciate you popping up here. We are going to have some open panels. Definitely tap back in, and we're going to open the panel at the end, so you can come up here with your questions.
So
So stick
so
around, and I got you.
so
You as well, False God Killer. If that's not Anukakerakt, you guys are going to have to wait to the end of the show when I open the panel. Appreciate
yeah.
everybody.
So quickly, you dig what I'm talking about. God has attributes, right? And then the crazy part is y'all got to get y'all story together, because the guy that I was supposed to be debating said that the ideology of God is light is theological. You up here lying, or you're confused, saying something different than the dude that was actually supposed to be debating. But since you here and you seem like a fair gentleman, would you like to set the terms for me and bruh? 3 rounds, 15 minutes, 5, 5, 5, 5. You dig what I'm talking about, like that?
However you want to die, Naga gonna kill you. And
Okay, and then we can give a.
can I share my screen right quick? Can I share my screen right quick?
You sure can. You sure can. So we are locked in for 2 15-minute rounds.
3.
Third round, question and answer.
No, 3 15-minute rounds.
3 15-minute rounds, and then a fourth question and answer round.
Question and answer.
How long on the question and answer? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Just 5 questions.
Oh, 5 questions.
Yeah, 5
like
questions.
This. I like this.
5 questions. 5 questions. 5. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna have, a bunch of questions.
And we're gonna call this the Creator Gang rules, because I'm gonna have a bunch of, like, Naga has rules that they like, and I'm gonna have different packages that people can come and like.
Yeah, that's why I asked the brother, is that okay with him? I'm not trying to enforce nothing on nobody.
So you okay with that, King Naga? Is that good with you?
He said 3 15-minute rounds. I mean, 2 15-minute rounds with a 10-minute Q&A.
No, he said. No. I'll repeat for him. Actually, go ahead, Kosmon.
He said 3 15-minute rounds, and then a question and answer round, where it's 5 questions on each side, or 10 questions, but we go 5 questions, 5 questions, 5 questions, 5 questions. So it could have a nice little smooth run to it. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm good with the 3 rounds, but instead of 15 minutes, how about 10?
All right. Okay. I mean, if you ain't got enough, how about we do 15-minute rounds, right?
Now,
and if you want to give,
I'm just trying to keep the audience engaged, because 15
minutes, I got enough
15 minutes per round. Like 3 15 minutes rounds, that's 30 minutes a round. You're talking about an hour and a half just in demonstration.
Well, I got enough information that I'll make that 15-minute rounds fly by like nothing. You listen, 10 minutes is very short in a debate. You dig what I'm talking about? It's very short to try to lay out a whole premise. You dig what I'm talking about? And then double down on it and prove it in a round. You dig what I'm talking about? I have more than enough. How about this? We set it at 15 minutes, and if you want to give your time back at 10, you can do that, or you can go to 15.
We could do that however you want. Die, Naga gonna kill you. Period.
How you want to do the question and answer round?
So let me get this straight. Now, start from the top for me, so I can write it down.
Q&A. I'm good with the Q&A format, but we need you to cam up and hold your hands in the air so we know you're not Googling on the fly.
No problem.
Okay. So this is wow. This is about to be the debate of the year. Are y'all serious? So cameras on, hands up, no chat GPT. That's what's going on. And how are the rounds set up again? Tell me so I can write it down.
3 15-minute rounds.
3 15-minute rounds.
And a 10 question and answer section. But is it cool? You want to do it 5 5 5 5 to not stagnate it?
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Okay. Now, how do you? But still, I want to tighten up this question and answer round. How long does your opponent have to answer each question? Does he have a time limit per question?
60 seconds tops.
60 seconds to get it out. Okay, 60 seconds per question.
That's cool.
If you, I do have a point system. that I was using with my judges that I wanted to test out. I'm gonna send that over to you guys to show you how they're judging.
Oh, they judge
At,
it like that? Okay.
yeah, well, I'm trying something different with this league here on this channel. So I wanted to try something so that way people know how they're being judged.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I think you kind of should judge. I think you should do something different. Like do it like they do in the colleges. When you go into college and you debate, you fill out before you go in there who you think gonna win, right? And by the numbers in the end in the votes, you dig what I'm talking about? Who won? By the sway in numbers, you can tell who won. By the sway in the move and the number of members from one side to the other.
Oh, okay. We could do a poll, but I need to test out my judges though, because I'm about to have this tournament coming up. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and run an ad for that real quick. Everybody, here's a word from our sponsors. Shout out to Bar Reloaded. Shout out Infomongers for helping.
Yeah, shout out to Creative Gang, man.
Shout out Creative Gang.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that bell so you get a notification every time we go live so you don't miss any of this action. Be expecting 16 interviews from all of the Titans in the tournament before the tournament starts. And we should be rolling out second week of October. And the person right now, King Naga, who's stepping up to fill in for Anukakerakt, he is in this tournament. So look forward for an interview from him. And you guys got the floor. So we have 3 15-minute rounds. Then we have 10 questions apiece for the question and answer round, 60 seconds to answer each question. Questions will be broken up 5 questions per person, back and forth. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, 5. Yep, back and forth. Yep.
We got a debate here, folks. Now let me lock this date in right now. I'm pulling up the calendar. Today is September 20th, Saturday.
Oh, Dog gonna step up and debate?
Dog's gonna step up. You were already supposed to debate him on a different title. Remember, you guys had a different title.
Oh yeah, is all light objective.
Is all light objective.
Yeah, that's gonna be another L for him.
Man, I'm about to see.
I'm winning to hand out as many L's to create a gang as I got to. I take on the whole crew by myself if it's about that.
Let's go. Y'all heard it here first, folks. Here at Titans Debate League. Make sure you subscribe.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think objective means?
Objective mean is based on facts and observation, brother. That's what objective is. You don't know what objective is. You think just because you can't see radio waves, they're not objective, when radio waves are based on facts and observation. It is a fact that when you tune your radio in, those are radio waves. Those are radio waves you're tuning into. So it's objectively a factual thing. You need to learn what objective and subjective is, my brother.
Now, okay, hold on. My computer doing something weird. All right. Am I still in the show?
You're still in the show, and we can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Got you.
You know, objective is what can be perceived. What is readily observable. Let me ask you a question. Are radio waves readily observable? Can you observe a radio wave without a mechanism? Listen, hold on. I'm asking. Can you observe a radio wave without a
brother,
mechanism.
again, humans only can see 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. And
Right.
just because you can't see it does not make it it doesn't mean that it's not objective, brother. And anytime you're ready to share that screen, I'll show you what objectivity is, brother.
All right, go ahead.
I got you. Give me about 30 seconds here. Save. Over here, saving something. Here we go. Let's share this screen for you. Add to stage. Now my computer doing something funny. Let me remove this first. There we go.
Kosmon. In physics, which is what we're discussing, objectivity means describing the world based on observable facts and evidence, brother, which is what the whole entire electromagnetic spectrum is based on, rather than personal bias, which is what you're showing, emotions, which is what you're showing, and opinions, which is what you're giving, ensuring that scientific claims are independent of the individual scientists. It is a fundamental principle of the scientific method, aiming for neutrality and accuracy in research through testable and reproducible findings that can be verified by others. Every time you turn your radio on, Kosmon, you verify that radio waves exist, my brother, which makes them based on facts and objective reality, my brother.
And he is right there.
Okay.
Where you go?
All right. He went along with all that run along nothingism, but doesn't understand that the concept of objective is a philosophical term, huh? And doesn't apply to the physical property of radio waves. You can't see them. They are not objective, huh? They just possess physical properties, huh? That are objectively measurable, huh? Such as wavelengths and frequencies and amplitude. But guess what? He don't know what he's talking about. Subjective, right, is what he's doing. He's applying a theology, a theological belief to a scientific theory. He's mixing up the dope, right? And he's allowing his own subjective opinion and feeling and theological point of view to skew the ideals of what's objective in science. And remember, you can't use science to prove a theological myth or belief, right? So while he trying to sit here and tell the objective faithist that he doesn't know what objective means, right? He's talking about radio waves are objective. He doesn't understand that light is both objective and subjective. I'm gonna beat you to death. You didn't know that? Light is subjective and objective. Let me share my screen. Right? Hold on 1 second.
Take your time. Take your time.
As y'all can hear, the brother is missing philosophical thoughts to describe actual light, actual electromagnetic radiation. When you deal with electromagnetic radiation, brother, that is the field of physics. So the physics definition of objectivity and subjectivity applies to light. And yes, light can be subjective. We can imagine light to be what it wants, but it's
these
not.
Niggas explaining.
But
hold
listen,
on. Share my screen real quick.
It's not subjective
because
to what light
you
actually
get what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be falling back right now because I'm about to prove the point. Watch this. Share my screen real quick. This is a quick Hadouken, right? This is how you hit these boys. You catch them in a theological belief, and you punch on them scientifically. Share my screen, bro. Light is objective and subjective. He keep telling you it's only objective. You can't see an X-ray. That means it's not objective. You must, it must be mechanized, put on a type of paper to even be to even be understood that it's there. You can't perceive a X-ray or a radio wave without a mechanism to help you. That's not the debate. The debate is all light objective? No, nigga. Why? Because light is both objective and subjective. It has objective and subjective aspects. Its wavelength and frequency are objective properties that can be measured. Your God can be measured.
Your God is measured within the pages of the book, and this screen share is cutting you.
We
brother.
don't praise our God.
Listen to what your screen share says. Light has both objective and subjective aspects. Listen,
That's my point.
It's wavelength and frequency.
You cutting me off, bro. Hold on, I'm not even done. You talking about listen, but you cutting me off. Hold on, fall back for a minute, young fella. Hold on, young fella, fall back. Hold on, you being a little rude. Have a little decorum. I ain't talk while you was talking, bro. I didn't talk while you was talking. I didn't talk while you was talking.
Hold on, Lorel.
I didn't talk while you was talking.
Not Lorel, I'm sorry. King Nugget.
Yeah, fall back. I wasn't talking while you was talking. I let you get on and do everything you said. Now fall back for a minute, young fella. I know it hurt. Why? Because you said light was just objective. No, it's objective and subjective. This is why you're going to lose. Its wavelength and frequency are its objective properties, while perceived qualities like color and brightness are subjective. Right? So you did what I'm talking about. Now that we didn't debunk that, let's move on. Because, see, nobody has seemed to ask you the most important question about your God, right? Is your God, what type of God do you serve? Is he a benevolent, all-loving, life-giving God? Or is he a murderous, killing, trying to destroy at all times God? What type of God is your light? What type of God you serve? A murderous nigga? A killer? I'm saying light always tries to destroy. And since you can just make up gods, well then let my God be O3 oxygen, Our atmosphere. My God is stronger than your God. Your God is trying to bombard the earth and kill everything with UVA and UVB rays. My God, oxygen, that man can't exist without, Man can't exist without. We might can exist without light, but we sure can't exist without oxygen. My God, I guess, since we making up gods, right? It's stronger than your God. It tempers your God. It blocks your God.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, when I'm done. And when your God comes towards my God scatters your God. Right? So since we making up gods, go ahead.
Okay, if your God is stronger than my God, if you go to the hospital and flatline, would you rather them hook an OSP Bible up to you or a defibrillator? Go.
The defibrillator, right? If I had to go. But see, I'm not afraid of that. I would just tell them, let me go. I know where I'm going. I already know where I'm going.
Which one would bring you back? Which one would bring you back to life? Hooking up an OSP Bible to you or the defibrillator?
No, neither one.
So you're telling me a defibrillator has not brought anybody. So you're telling me a defibrillator has not brought anybody back from being flatline.
Neither one. Or you could say both. Whatever floats your boat. That ain't got nothing to do with the topic.
Do you have any evidence of the OSP Bible bringing somebody back from being flatline?
No, I ain't got no evidence of that.
But I have evidence of a defibrillator putting charge in your body and you back from being flatline.
Yeah, make your
light.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Light does kill. listen, light does kill, but it also heals. Without light,
no, it don't.
Got photosynthesis, my brother. Without photosynthesis, how you
hold up,
my boy.
Look who we got in the building, the man of the hour.
He late.
You know what they were saying about you, Anukakerakt?
This nigga scared.
What they were saying?
This nigga scared.
Hey, I don't know though, man. I'm glad you showed up, man. I told him you wasn't. We said you had too much pride.
Hey, what did they use? Let me ask you a question. Before there was a defibrillator, what did they use to bring back people whose heart had stopped?
It sure wasn't the OSP Bible, that's for sure.
But did they use CPR and air?
Yeah, they use CPR. And
again, my God is stronger than your God.
Wait.
My God existed before your God. If your God is tied to
CPR is not your God. CPR is not your God. And when you compress the lungs, and when the lungs compress and expand, there's a such thing as the electron transfer chain. Do you know what that is, brother? We're talking about electromagnetism.
The point is, yes, I do know what it is, but the point is that it's not God. See, and guess what? You can't make that oxymoronic theological leap from God being God in theology to light in science. I'm gonna beat you to death.
Again, God is light. Period. That's one statement. That is a universal theological concept. And
it's universally debunked by theologians.
Brother, have some decorum. Have some decorum, brother. God is light, period. End of sentence. That is a universal theological concept found all over planet Earth, my brother. And light is electromagnetism, which is the fundamental fact of physics. This, my brother, is the tangible aspect of what we call God. You can't show us love being omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. You can't show us justice being omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. You can't show us none of these human man-made qualities being omnipotent, omniconscious, and omniscient, my brother. So you have an uphill battle because you don't know what light is.
Okay, so let's get back to my whole point. Well, then, wait. Hold on. You can get it when I'm done. Since we're talking about omniscience, can you prove that light has any intelligence? See, because to be God, you must be omniscient. You must be all-knowing. Can you prove that light is intelligence or even produces or creates intelligent breathing life? Go ahead.
So half the problem right here is the fact that you don't understand what light is, right? So when we say light is electromagnetism, we're literally bearing witness to the evidence that God. We're actually bearing witness to the evidence that God exists. So when you ask is intelligence, well, all intelligence. What exactly is your standard of intelligence? Like, and I'm gonna pose that question to you right now. Like, what is your standard of intelligence? Right. What are you what are you judging intelligence by?
Okay, hold on. You asked a question. We're judging your God on omniscience. He must have.
I didn't ask you that.
Be quiet.
I didn't ask you that. You segueing away from what I asked you, brother. No. I didn't ask you that. Brother, okay, I asked you a specific. I asked you a specific, direct question.
Ask the question again, and I'll
I asked you. Do you want me to ask you the question again? Maybe you just didn't understand what I asked.
Because remember, we're talking about God. Go ahead,
brother. I asked you. You asked us, where is the intelligence? Is that not what you asked, brother? Did you, brother? You don't know. You don't understand what light is, brother. You don't understand what it is. You don't understand what it is. Okay, so again. Is light electromagnetism? Yes or no?
It is. Light is
Brother,
electromagnetic
is
radiation.
okay. So
But
if
light
light is
is not power.
electromagnetism, then you know
See,
for a fact,
now,
that light electromagnetism
okay,
governs
I
charged
asked a simple
particles
question.
and
I asked
radiation.
a simple
Brother,
question.
you
I said,
still talking.
show
You're
us that
talking while
light
I'm talking, and
is.
that's not gonna help the audience understand
That's what I'm
exactly
saying.
what we're trying to convey. So you already been on here yapping for a while. Close your mouth
Too
and
late,
sit at
man.
the foot of the
My
teacher.
fault.
Close
You
your
did
mouth and sit
what
at
I
the
had
foot of the
time to
teacher.
do.
Brother,
I
calm
had things to
down.
do. You did
Brother,
what I
calm
wasn't gonna
down.
sit here and
Brother,
wait on
calm
you.
down. So you don't want
I
to have this
asked a
dialogue.
simple
Is
question,
that
bro.
what it is? You just don't want to have this dialogue because now you sounding nervous.
Come
I
on,
know
man.
what fear sound like, and you sounding very fearful right now. So do you want to have this conversation or not?
I just asked a simple question. You ain't
Brother,
answered
you
my
asked a question and you're gonna allow us to
You gonna
answer it the
with a
way that we gonna
question?
answer it,
You're
or else
asking me
you must
another
don't want to have
question.
no dialogue.
This is
Again, you
crazy.
just asked us,
Go ahead.
where is the intelligence in light?
No,
We're
I said
telling you
show
that
me
light,
light
brother,
is
One mic,
you
gentlemen.
steady talking
One mic.
while I'm talking. Again, like I said, you asked us where's the intelligence in light. Well, you gotta understand for a fact that light is electromagnetism. It is the electromagnetic force. That's the thing that you understand. So now that you understand that light is electromagnetism, now you gotta understand that electromagnetism deal with you are causing and light.
You're cutting out, sir.
Light is so
Even your
great when we
electromagnetic
talk
God
about
don't want to
great
hear that.
physicists like James Clerk Maxwell, right? Who define and describe electromagnetism as light. That is the definition that we're going by. That is what light is. So when you ask us where is the intelligence then? That the intelligence comes because electromagnetism deals with charge.
now listen,
Brother, don't talk while I'm have some decorum. Have some decorum. Shut your mouth and have some decorum. You're not gonna overtalk. You're not gonna overtalk me. You're not gonna cut in while I'm talking. We're not gonna do none of that. We're not. You're gonna shut your mouth.
I asked him about
So other
intelligence.
people
He's
can
running
learn.
away.
You're gonna
from
shut your
proving that
mouth
light
so
has
other people can have some. You're gonna have some decorum so other people can learn, brother. We're not gonna have a back and forth like this if other people can't learn. You're not gonna talk while I'm talking.
This is going to be a fire
while I'm
debate,
talking.
gentlemen.
He's a track star. He gonna run away when
So like I said, when you ask about intelligence, the intelligence comes from charge. It is self-organizing. Nobody is telling you to create.
You're cutting out, You're cutting out.
His electromagnetic God don't want to hear that bullshit. Now look, I asked him about
when you
show me that his God is all-knowing, omniscient. You dig what I'm talking about? That it has logic and reasoning. He went a whole different way around it. Around the fact that he can't objectively prove light thinks. To be a God, you must think. You must be intelligent. You can't prove that light has intelligence. It's a simple thing. Go ahead. He mad.
We can't hear you, Larell. Larell, try to go out and come back in. Yeah, I think he went out to go come back in, or maybe he lost service. Shout out Larell in the building. Yeah, his mic was cutting out, man. This is about to be the debate of 2025.
Yeah, what day we gonna put it down?
Yeah, let's pull that up. I still had a calendar right here.
Let's get this in next week. Hurry up, get this over with.
Yeah. Let's go to a word from our sponsors while we wait for Larell or King Naga to hop back in here.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. The hottest debate league on the internet. And the winners of this one will be getting $500 cash. You know how we coming. They will also be winning $50 for every win along their way to the finals. These two gentlemen here are getting paid, both of them, just for showing up and bringing their presentations. That's how we rock it here at Titans Debate League. You get paid for your work. Y'all been doing this for free for far too long, and I'm here to change the game. Let's get into it. Laurel, can we get a date locked in for this? Anukakerakt.
So I'm good.
That electromagnetic God over there acting up, say you ain't doing good enough. Kosmon over there beating you up with simple questions. Hey, since you dig what I'm talking about, you want to talk anyway, you're going to come off that mic hot. You dig what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question. Is there since you use the Big Bang Theory, do you have, well, I know you don't have a cosmogony other than that. So let me stop. Is there a time in your cosmogony where light didn't exist? I'm gonna fall back.
Come back in. You funny.
I mean,
you about to come off that mic hot. Ready to get it out.
Big Bang. Does it say in your Big Bang cosmogony? You did what I'm talking about. Since you're trying to use science to prove your theological position, does it say in your Big Bang ideology that there was a time where there was no light? Does that mean your God didn't exist at that time?
And shout out Laurel for coming up here today and holding it down for Team Naga. Shout out Kosmon.
He gonna hit the line hot.
Let's go. Let's go. And we got King Naga back in the building. King Naga. Teamwork make the dream work, man. You see how these brothers is working, hold it down for each other. He's having technical issues. He popped back up to hold it down. Man, that squad in the building
again,
for sure. Let's get that a round of applause. That's black unity right there. Go ahead.
Again, Kosmon, that goes back to you not knowing your opponent. We, brother, do not subscribe to Big Bang cosmology. We lean towards plasma cosmology, brother, and light has no beginning. And even if you look to Big Bang cosmology, it says that in the beginning, all matter in the universe, something that you can't have without photons, electromagnetic radiation, you can't have matter without it, was condensed into an infinitely small, dense, hot point, right? Infinite heat is what they're telling you was at the beginning of the Big Bang. So my question to you, brother, according to Big Bang cosmology, how you have infinite heat without thermal radiation in the infrared spectrum, my brother?
See, the problem is with the whole ideology is that something existed before his God. He can't get away from that. Because see, in his ideology, which,
so you're not going to answer
plasma, hold on, wait a minute. Wait. I didn't say nothing when you talk. The whole plasma ideology comes out of Big Bang, and it existed before the Big Bang did. Right? So before his light existed, before it could be perceived or effects on anything or was produced anywhere in the world, there was a time where his God, light, electromagnetism didn't exist.
Are you suggesting that you can have plasma without electromagnetism, brother? Because that's fundamentally incorrect.
Yes, you can have plasma without electromagnetism. You can have plasma from nuclear fusion.
Like another debate, A1.
It's nuclear fusion.
That sounds like another. Explain how you get nuclear fusion without electromagnetism. That's another debate. That sounds like another debate.
Nuclear fusion exists.
12 rounds.
This is why I told him his God is limited, because nuclear fusion happens whether or not the electromagnetic spectrum takes place.
Y'all, my bad.
It's
I had to go hop on
it's
my
called
computer.
the weak and strong force. Okay, here go the brother.
Shout out Lorel. Shout out Anukakerakt. Hopping on the computer.
Ask Anukakerakt those questions.
No. What day we gonna get this cracking, y'all?
All right, so
Stay
like
on the
I
panel,
said,
King Lager.
I wasn't even done presenting my case, but
no, we done, bro. I'm done, man. Hey, what day can we get this together, bro?
The party just got started, man. What is you talking about?
Let's lock in this date first.
Lorel,
we about to give you the floor, Lorel. I'm sorry.
Let's do the day. You can have you tell me. Let's figure out the day. Let's figure out the day. I got something to do, bro.
My next off day, not this weekend. So let's try like the second week of October.
What day?
The 11th is the
It
Saturday.
Had to be on the weekend.
The first week, the first Saturday is the 4th. The second Saturday is the 11th.
11th. You want to try the 11th? That's the second weekend. That's harvest weekend.
If anything changes, I'll let you know.
Now, Lorel, you good with 3 15-minute rounds and a 10-minute Q&A?
I'm good with any amount of time. Like, it don't even matter what amount of time.
I kind of figured
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Because denial is not proof. Just because you deny and try to explain away God through scientific processes, just because you figured out a little bit about base reality, don't mean that you know any fucking thing. We can assign attributes and we can assign values to all types of things and call them all types of things. That does not take away from what God is and what God has done, right? So when we talk about intelligence,
who is God, bro? What is God?
Again, we don't talk about who is God. That's idol worship. You deal with
what is God,
brother. Your God has a pronouns. That's the problem you got to deal with. Your God is in the image of man. That's what you got to deal with. Your God got a name Jehovah and got angels.
My God ain't named Jehovah.
Your God needs help, right? Your God needs angels, right?
No.
Right? Don't your God require praise and worship and shit?
No.
Right? It got a book, right? It got a prophet, right? Right? Your God got a book and a prophet, right?
Yeah, he got a bunch of prophets. He don't require praise.
He got a bunch of idol worshipers, brother.
But you actually worship light.
Where does the word Jehovah come from?
It's the sound that the wind makes.
Where does it come from?
It's the sound that the wind makes.
Where does the word come from?
It's the sound that the wind makes.
Jehovah is just another.
Wait a minute, I'll stand a little bit slower for you.
This is another spin off the word.
It's another remix.
It's another remix. How you gonna deny that? You gonna sit here and act like everybody in the conscious community stupid?
I'm saying you are just as full of belief and religiosity as any Christian, any Buddhist, or any Brahmin.
And all of a sudden we confused and don't know who the fuck you talking about. So we don't know who the fuck you talking about when you say Jehovah, nigga. You an idol worshiper.
No, you don't know.
Okay, so like I said, when you talk about God, God is defined.
Light is an idol. Light is an object.
God has always traditionally
It's like physical.
Power and force.
Light is physical, so that means your God is physical. Your God has an image. My Creator does not.
That's used against
a nigga beat your God up.
Them in spiritual bondage.
I cut your God off every night.
You are help facilitating
the beast. I can produce your God.
People up, nigga, from the rooter to the
I can produce your God.
It seems like you don't give a fuck about serving your people up for lambs to the
all
slaughter.
That cussing just makes you look ignorant.
But you know what the electromagnetic Messiah is here.
Mad right now.
Is here to set them free from spiritual oppression from niggas.
Well, then then if you're trying to set us free from spiritual oppression, why aren't you telling man he is God instead of bowing down trying to praise one? Huh?
And turn God into an image
Why are
of
you
man.
just as
All you
religious, full of belief as any
One mic,
goddamn
gentlemen.
Christian
One
or
mic,
anybody
gentlemen.
else
One mic.
who are anthropomorphic like God?
As you see, the tension is thick, folks. The tension is thick.
So,
this is going to be the debate you
comes to
going
this,
to want to
what
uh,
game
when it comes to the
bro?
intelligence,
No,
We're going on the 11th.
hey, hold on, I gotta
Saturday.
get up out of here, bro. I ain't here to hear you babble, bro. My thing is simply
Go
this.
ahead,
My
run.
thing is, hold on. You get to talk all you want to in the debate. I'm trying to figure out, are we locking it in for the 11th?
Just know when you leave, I'm gonna still be here.
I don't care. I won't be here.
Okay, well, go
I'm
ahead.
going on another nigga ground.
You can bounce
Hey, so
weak
what I'm trying to tell you is, so we locking it in for the 11th.
We're gonna be on here dropping bombs on you. So when you get back, nigga, you gonna have some work to put in.
Hey, one, you dig what I'm talking about? Salute to everybody. You dig what I'm talking about for coming through. Cuz Big mad right now. He can't prove his point.
Not even.
You dig what I'm talking about? Hey, look, I'm going to crack it off on the Jehovah Chronicles. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all just come through, chop it up, man. This is an easy dub. You dig what I'm talking about? Hey, salute my dog.
Hey, don't run your opponent show up,
get on
brother.
the show. You can put on the show right now.
You
Your ass
already
gonna run
liked,
on your own channel to go beat on your own chest. Man, sit your weak ass shit down.
All right, bro. I see you on the 11th, bro. Hope you don't duck. Hope you don't be late again. Hope you have a little decorum.
Run and go tell it to the mountain on his own damn channel.
We
gonna go run to the mountain on his own damn channel. Because he can't stand the heat. You can't stand the Coliseum. Nigga, this is what motherfucking gods are forged, brother. And fire, nigga. And fire. And your ass gonna run off into your own platform, nigga.
Because he can't stand the heat.
Have y'all noticed this whole time he ain't asked me what I thought that God is?
I thought you had the
He
run,
ain't asked me once. Every time he asked me if my God something,
now all
I
of a sudden your
debunked it.
ego bruised. Now you got extra time for us,
You
man.
dig what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That's real special.
Before
You
you
know what I'm saying?
Here we go right here.
You ain't no man.
We go right here.
You just be lying and shit. You just be lying and shit, Jeff and shit.
Before you go, are we locked in on that? Are we locked in on that second debate where you say you can have nuclear fusion without electromagnetism? That was for you, Kosmon.
Oh, you know he ain't turning down no phase, man. He ain't turning down no phase. He said he want all the extras.
Hey, look, and I'm good with the format that we laid out here for both of those debates. So we don't even need no face-off. I'm going to beat that boy up.
Oh, yeah,
like
we just going to go straight to debate with that one? It sounds like it goes.
Share my screen real quick, because I want to show people, just so they know that Naga ain't playing. We got so many weapons, I could throw all this shit on the table and still come to the fucking debate and destroy this nigga. Share my screen real quick. I'm going to give y'all a taste. I'm going to give y'all just a glimpse of what Naga talking about, right? Now, this right here, this is just a quick short film. This is just a quick short, right? Now, this right here is demonstrating how electric charge, how charge is self-organizing itself into geometrical shapes, geometrical patterns, doing things that is acting the same way light does, the same way neurons work, and the way neurons seek out other neurons to create new pathways for consciousness. This is the same thing that charge does. And let me show y'all what this shit looks like. This is self-organizing. Y'all see this? It said this is the self-organizing movement of steel balls. So these are just steel balls. This ain't nothing amazing about this. This ain't no like high technology, nigga. These are just steel balls put inside of a petri dish. You see one terminal on the side is negative, and they got the positive wire. It's a positive terminal.
All right, family, I'm out of here, y'all. Salute, man. Salute A1, bro.
As you see, as they apply charge to it, the charge is going to start doing intelligent shit by start organizing itself. Now let's take a look to see if it matches up to our definition of intelligence. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, it's funny that we all walking, breathing electromagnetic beings, and then dumbass nigga got the nerve to ask us, does light or electromagnetism have intelligence when he's an electromagnetic being with intelligence.
Right.
It's crazy than a
And,
motherfucker.
and
But
beta,
we gonna
beta and
bypass
theta
that.
waves running
Take a
through his
handful of
brain.
steel ball bearings and drop them into a bowl filled with castor oil. Wrap a coil of wire around them and apply a high voltage, and something fascinating happens. The ball bearings, once scattered and messy, start organizing themselves into neat patterns. If you reverse the setup, placing the ball bearings around the coil and then applying electricity, you'll see patterns that look like the veins of a leaf. This phenomenon is called self-organization, and the principle behind it is simple. Like charges repel while opposite charges attract. The ball bearings become positively charged by the electricity and are drawn toward the negatively charged coil. Science is truly amazing. Take a handful of steel ball bearings and drop them in.
Now, like I said, those are just ball bearings. That's just ball bearings. We're not even talking about the organic atomic smart dust from fucking from fucking stars and shit, which is what we are made of, right? Again, here's another example of what I'm talking about: the self-organization of the universe. This is amazing stuff. Like when you start dealing with geometrical shapes and patterns, and no one's telling these things to create these geometrical shapes and patterns, which means that the intelligence is innately already programmed within the charge itself. Within the charge itself, there's already programming the information within the charge. So when you get to talking about is God omnipotent and omniscience, then you're talking about this electric charge that permeates everything in the fucking universe, right? And it is the essence of fucking consciousness. And he has the nerves to ask us, is it intelligent?
You're talking
It's wild. That's wild.
Go ahead.
Now, again, this is about the universe forms complexities out of the most simple geometric shape. Now, where is the universe getting this intelligence to create geometrical shapes and patterns? Where is that coming from? Who's teaching charge? Right. I heard you, Captain Crunch. Who's teaching the frequency? Who's giving frequency instructions to organize shapes and patterns? What's actually giving those instructions? That the truth is, those instructions are already innately inherent within the frequency, within the oscillations, within the charge itself. That is the intelligence. And you can sit here and try to deny, and try to make it seem as if that's not intelligence. That's what intelligence is. If you take a doorknob, right, and you feel the doorknob, right, and you feel the curves and the dimensions of a doorknob, that's intelligence. That's the intelligence of a doorknob. You understand what I'm saying? The functionality of the doorknob, the way it turns, which way it turns, the actual consistency of the metal, how thick the metal is, how the components work together. All of those things together equals intelligence, which is the reason why we could pick up something like a clock, like something that has all these intricate parts, and look at it and be like, hey, there was a creator. Some creator made this. Why? Because look at all of the intricacy in the parts. Like this ain't something that can just randomly come together. So there has to be some type of intelligence involved. So even when you look at life, the complexity of life, and you keep seeing the same fractal patterns all throughout the universe, you start seeing the same patterns over and over again. Just like they tell you when you looked at the self-organization of those steel balls, you looking at how veins form. You're looking at how neurons interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about brain synapses and neurons. You understand what I'm saying? And all of those things are products of electromagnetism. Light is electromagnetism. According to James Clerk Maxwell, he describes the electromagnetic force as light. Now, we're not saying that that's all electromagnetism is, light, but when it comes to, if you follow mainstream science and you need scholars to back up what we're saying, all you got to do is go follow James Clerk Maxwell. He's another electromagnetic messiah. All you got to do is go follow Nikola Tesla. He's another one. Christian Berkeley. You can go follow Christian Berkeley. All of these people, great
Hans Alfred.
You know what I'm saying? Heinz Alvin, all of these great, amazing people who were forerunners and forebearers to us, who held up the beacon of light against ignorance, right? These people wanted to revolutionize and bring energy to the world, and the only reason why these people are suppressed is because of the evil, maniacal, gluttonous uh, elite of the few. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why Naga is telling y'all what we telling y'all. We trying to help set y'all free. When it says truth, know the truth, and it says set you free, it's talking about all religious bonds, not just being ensnared by the enemy when it comes politically or economically. That also means spiritually and mentally. See, right now your mind is trapped. Your concept of God is trapped in your mind. It is a bunch of idol worshiping. They have superimposed the ideology of man onto power and force. Power and force have always been God. When man in man's primitive time, before we knew as much as we did, when it comes to science, when the earth shook and the volcano spit forth lava, you understand what I'm saying? We recognize that power and that force as a life-changing, life-altering things. These things had enough power to alter everything around us, from our food sources to our entire way of lives. So over time, those things became associated with God, with deity, and we personified those things. Well, it's 2025. It's time for another upgrade. When you talk about God, you're talking about power and force, and the most powerful force that we know in creation right now is electromagnetism. And until that changes, we're gonna stick with it until that changes. Because a wise man changes his mind often. Everybody knows this. A wise man changes his mind often. So as the information unfolds before us, we're gonna adapt to the information as it comes out, because nobody truly knows everything. When it comes to the boundless understanding of what God is, nobody knows anything. And the same is to be said when it comes to electromagnetism. When it deals with light, with visible light, all we know is 0.0035% of that. The rest of it is pretty much oblivious to us until we start discovering those limitations. Those limitations. When we get to talking about the laws of nature, there are no laws of nature. There are no laws of the universe. All the laws of the universe are just man's limitations. Man's limitations with his own knowledge and his own technology. That's what those laws are. Once man breaches past certain limits, those laws start to get bent. Those laws become broken, or they just become completely obsolete towards our technology. You understand what I'm saying? So these brothers that want to push Jehovah and the names of these false gods on y'all right now, if you die right now, pass the fuck out right now, they not gonna go get no waspy Bible and hook that up to your ass. They not finna go get no Quran or Torah. They're gonna get defibrillator, and they gonna shock your ass with a few thousand volts. And if your spirit body has not traveled far away from your physical body, the magnetic force of the electromagnetic force will pull your energy body back into your body, and it'll restart. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that shit with the waspy Bible. You can't do that with a Quran or Torah. You can't do that with no religious book on the planet. You can only do that with pure electromagnetic energy. So when you get to talking about life, when you talk about spirit,
hold up, I knew you're cooking,
George,
and you wasn't even here when I hit him with that same uppercut.
you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta be real out here. Like y'all gotta stop listening to these charlatans and these false these false prophets. Again, here's another example of what I'm talking about, the self-organization. This is just dealing with plasma. And they tell you that plasma it permeates 99% of the universe. That's what they tell you, the known universe. Here is plasma. It self-organizes. You know what I'm saying? Plasma itself is also a product of electromagnetism. It's another state of matter, right? And all
Right,
this
right.
we talk
And
about
the brother,
different properties of matter.
And the brother just told y'all that you can have plasma without the electromagnetic force. He also told y'all you can have nuclear fusion without the electromagnetic force. And that points to his lack of knowledge of the field of physics. He don't know what we're talking about. And I can share my screen and show the people, because man learns by being showed, not told. You know what I'm saying? And Jehovah, his creator God Jehovah, in his own book says it's all light. His own book says Jehovah is all light. It talks about vortexes and all of this during creation. But guess what you get when you get positive and negative charges? You get a vortex. Electromagnetic waves move in a vortex. The brother simply don't understand the words that's coming out of Naga mouth, and he refuses to do his own due diligence and go Google some shit. That's all you gotta do.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm finna give y'all one more tidbit, and then we're gonna leave the rest for the debate right here. And I just want to drive this further home so y'all can understand, because we done with playing with these charlatans. We done with that right here. We done with these charlatans. Now what y'all finna see is we finna prove a lot of things in this one video. This one piece of evidence. Now, this was a knit needle that was taken up in space by one of the astronauts. They took a piece of paper and rubbed this knit needle. And the knit needle is made out of like some type of nylon or whatever. But he's rubbing it in order to build up a static charge, to build up a static electrical field around the knit needle. And what he's going to do is take a syringe and he's going to drop microscopic droplets of water around the syringe. Now, keep in mind, this is in space, in zero gravity, say you will, right? When he does that, the most amazing thing is going to start happening, right? The droplets of water are going to start rotating around the knit needle the same way planets proceed. Had a procession around the sun, the same self-organizing, the same movements and motions that you see that creates life. You're going to see the same thing happen. You're going to see the same double helix. You're going to see the same spiral pattern, the same fractal pattern. You're going to see the same Fibonacci sequence that you see in life. This ain't somebody's belief. This is real life. This is real life. So I'm going to just play this so y'all can see for yourself. This right here is going to explain gravity, or what they call gravity, which, if you ask Naga, ain't nothing but static electricity on a grand scale. We just not recognizing it as static electricity, but that's what that is.
Preference a couple of knitting needles, and not that we have a lot of time to do knitting up here, but there's some other neat things you could do with them. So watch this. So here I have a piece of paper, and I rub the knitting needle with a piece of paper. And this knit needle is a polyethylene knit needle. It's 8 millimeters in diameter. And now I'm going to take a syringe with a little Teflon cannula. I'm going to squirt drops of water out, and look what happens when those drops of water get close to that charged knit needle.
See, we're going to leave it up to you to draw your own conclusions.
A little
you see
satellite
that?
going around a cylindrical.
You see that? See, that's charged. Nothing's telling the charge to do that. Like nothing's telling the charge to create these geometrical shapes and these orbs and these patterns. When it's doing this shit, that's a double helix. That's going up and down in the same shape as your fucking DNA, nigga. That's doing the same motions of the stars, the sun, the moon, and the stars. The same motion of two bodies, two celestial bodies rotating around each other. It's doing the same thing. Now, what do you think had happened if this knit needle wasn't a cylindrical object, but it was actually a spherical object? And that spherical object was in constant motion, dragging those water droplets.
We're talking over the video again.
Has some really neat static charging properties when you're
Shout out to our Naga sister, none your business. You know what I'm saying?
None your business. I think she's on a different page. I was about to give her a wrench, but she's not on my page. She was in somebody else's chat. I just checked.
Yeah.
But
So
shout out None Your Business. If you hear me, come over to my page. I was about to toss you a wrench. She was holding it down.
so
Appreciate you.
as y'all see right there, the water droplet, is it the water that's causing uh the rotation and the spiral patterns? Is that I mean, like, is that what's doing it? What's actually causing the intelligence of that water droplet? Like, what's causing that intelligence to happen? Because it's following a pattern. And when we talk about intelligence, we are literally talking about pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. That is literally what we determine as intelligence. We're looking for patterns. When they looking for alien life, you know what they looking for? Patterns. Why? Because patterns mean something's alive. Something's creating, something's leaving a signature. That's what that means. A signature. A signature is something made by something that was alive. So when you get to talking about intelligence, life, this right here is the perfect example that the entire universe, life is, so you're surrounded by life. Life is within the charge of the universe. Throughout everything in space time, there's always going to be charge there. Even when it looked like there's absolutely nothing, there is always charge. There's always charge, and nobody knows where charge comes from. Nobody can tell you where matter comes from. Nobody can tell you where energy comes from. They can only explain our relationship with it. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is a very deep concept. Once you start trying to separate the concept of God being power and force versus being this personality of this person, and you know what I'm saying, when you get people to start putting gods in books, well, whoever controls the book control God. All they got to do is tell you, God said do this, God said do that, and you're going to follow whatever the fuck they say do, because they telling you God told you to do it. Even though God is supposed to be all powerful. Well, if God is all powerful, why the fuck God didn't come down here and tell you to do that shit? Why God ain't instruct you himself? You see what I'm saying? It's because man is the God that's instructing you. And it's not coming from the Most High. It's not coming from the essence. It's not coming because the universe is driving you to that. It's happening because man is trying to control your energy. Man needs you to worship man. Man needs you to pamper his ego. God, real true God, which is power and force, don't need your ego. It don't need your prayers. God don't need your prayers. What does the omnipotent, all-powerful being need with your prayers? What does it need with your undying loyalty? For what? What does it require your loyalty for, as if it's feeding off of your fucking loyalty and your praise? It almost sounds like some type of vampiric parasite is what it sounds like, because it requires you to get on your knees and worship it, even though it's not revealing itself. Even though it's not revealing itself to you on an everyday basis. You motherfuckers get on y'all knees and pray every fucking day. For thousands of years you've been praying for fucking world peace, and you ain't seen a lick of that shit. You know a tree by the fruit it bear. Why that shit ain't producing no peace? That's because it ain't no peace. That's because it's man at the root of it. And man is full of fucking chaos. Just look at him. Look at this brother. Like I said, he could have stayed his ass on this mug right now and hammered this joint out. Instead, you know what he gonna do? He gonna run to his platform and he gonna run his mouth like a little woman. That's what he gonna do. That's what they all do. Where he gonna run to a place where he think he got soldiers at, where he got cheerleaders at. See, he can't do this over here in the
Gauntlet. Hop in that echo chamber. Hey,
he
look,
needs the echo chamber.
I got a couple of things I want to cover. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, bro.
The brother keeps saying nuclear this, nuclear that. You know what I'm saying? And saying you can have nuclear fusion without the electromagnetic force. So I'm gonna just share my screen. You know what I'm saying? All it take a lot of times is a simple Google search of some of the stuff that's coming out of these niggas' mouth.
But before you do that, dude, let me say this. When he talked about CPR, right? He talked about the oxygen. The oxygen is not going to bring one back to life. Only thing that the oxygen does is oxygenate the lungs in the blood to keep it circulating until it can get the heart to get an electrical charge. If it doesn't get that electrical charge, you can put all the air in the motherfucker you want. The motherfucker ain't gonna come back. So he
Facts.
fucked up on that part.
Facts. Shout out Cheeto Pop, my homie. You know what I'm saying? We go all the way back to rumors. What you know about that?
You know what I'm saying? He don't know. The heart has what they say a ticker. Is an electric ticker. That's why you get a pacemaker. If you don't have that electrical charge for the heart, you can put all the air in the lungs. The motherfucker ain't gonna come back to life. So he wrong on that part about the air. The air just gonna blow the motherfucker's stomach up. That's all it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way when you see somebody on the ventilator at the hospital. They be brain dead, but their heart is still going, but they got the machine pressing air.
No,
Doctor said, "Look, we can't,
mention
we,
Right.
we can't have, we can't have them no longer on life support. So what you want us to do? Pull the plug because the motherfucker ain't coming back. Duh. But it, I knew he was a fuck up ever since when he said his grandma told him that he was Chattahoochee. That's the name of a river, not the name of a people. And then he said his people is Algonquin. Algonquin is not a people. That's a fucking language. So why you go debate somebody who don't even know they fucking that's fucking idiotic to do that shit. He won't talk about some Bible. These are your motherfucking bloodline.
and,
Facts.
again, like y'all ain't gonna never find nobody nowhere that's gonna hook somebody up to a Bible, a WASPy book, a Quran, and nothing, and bring their ass back to life. And if you think that shit's the case, then every motherfucking doctor, physician in the world will be walking around with Bibles, healing motherfuckers with just letting them touch books. And the truth is, God don't live in a book. God is all, it's all around you. You can't get away from the fact. You can't get away from that fact. You know what I'm saying? When he told you, air. Okay, but what he's trying to tell you is that spirit is air. But we all know that air ain't nothing but gas. So he trying to tell y'all that gas is motherfucking intelligent. Gas.
Even
Gas.
though even though gas is a state of matter and you can't have matter without the electromagnetic force.
Yeah, you can't have gas
And
without
then he asked him, and then he asked him, do light have intelligence? Yes, light have intelligence because why you think the sperm is attracted to the egg? Because the egg sends a beacon of light to the sperm to come to it. So yes, light does have intelligence.
yeah,
Not
and that's
not even to mention when the sperm penetrate the egg, there's guess what? A flash of light. You
Light,
know what I'm saying? And
light,
and
light.
and the health of the child is determined by the brightness of the flash. Man,
And
Caminado
then
when
the
y'all
Bible
walking
said in
real
the book
slow.
of John, didn't the Bible say in the book of John, everybody came by way of this light because they say in the beginning was the word was God, and the word was with God, and the word was light. Did it not say that? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know what the fuck you
absolutely.
talking about, man.
Yeah, they idol worshippers, brother. They want to push this book on people because it makes them feel good, yet they don't believe the words in the book. They want to say, oh, the theologian's interpretation. Well, theologians are men. And that same book says for man not to lean to his own understanding. It don't say thou shalt not lean to thine own understanding unless you a theologian. The book don't say that.
fact.
And speaking of books,
Listen, fam. When I saw people transcend from out the physical, they became a spirit orb, a light, a spirit orb of light. So yes, light have intelligence. Duh.
yeah, hey, not to mention Cheeto Pop, bro. We both from New Orleans. I know for a fact that we both the seen the light in somebody's eyes go dim when they leave this plane. You know what I'm saying? The light in your eyes go dim.
Oh yeah, it sure do.
Right.
I mean, like if you from the hood and you ever seen death in front of you, you can see the light drain from somebody. I'm gonna drive this home, right? So when we get to talking about electromagnetism and we talking about fundamental forces, the weak force, which is called the electro weak force, which is dealing with radioactive decay. So this is what happens when atoms and particles and stuff start to decay, they start degrading into other things, right? Well, the same thing happens to you when you die. If you lose your electromagnetic charge, your body will start to implode. It'll start eating itself. It'll start dissolving.
Right.
Right?
It gets cold. Right.
Decaying, right? Because the electromagnetic charge that's holding the atoms together no longer is there. It's no longer there. So your atoms begin to basically dissolve until you ain't nothing but soup. Until you ain't nothing but dust. You see what I'm saying? So all the
The
organic
fire
matter is
gone.
gone
The
about it.
fire gone. That's right. The fire within the soul is gone. Right. The fire is
And
Once
gone.
that
I want to show
once,
y'all something new. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a remixed Bible, the Owaspy Bible. You know what I'm saying? That John Newbero automatic
the
right.
automatic
He
writing.
automatic wrote when beams of light touched his hands. It literally says beams of light touched his hands and guided his hands to a typewriter, and he automatic
Yeah.
wrote the Owaspy Bible. That's what they own book
Because light
states.
gave him instructions. The light gave him instructions.
And
Like,
that's intelligence. And that's
and yeah, and
intelligence. And that's
that's intelligence.
intelligence.
And he will present to y'all the Waspy Bible as evidence, and then the Waspy Bible is telling you that their instructions came from light.
Yeah,
Man, I can't wait till the 11 come where you can bust his face. Boom.
bruh, he
Bust his
sit here and
head.
talk about
Bust his.
Why y'all even
he sit here
challenged?
he
You
sit
should
here and
be
talk
waving the
about
flag with us.
right. He sit here and talk about Jehovah Chronicles, Jehovah this, Jehovah that. Well, your own book in the notes to the reader says Jehovah is all light,
All light.
which means
When you
that
go into Islam,
you don't even believe in the power and glory of your own God, what makes you an idol worshiper, but yet you
makes
want
you
to
an idol
challenge
worshiper.
Naga.
Look, and that's
On
what
his
we
own book.
that's what we keep trying to explain people. If you are denying the power and glory of your own God, you are literally an idol worshiper. Like you are denying the actual evidence that your God exists. You're denying it. Like that shit's wild fucking crazy to us. You look, when you talk about something that permeates all of reality, what other fucking what other thing has these same attributes? All of these omni traits. Omnipresent, omniconscious, omniscience, like all of those different omni traits. And we find that all of that within electromagnetism. It's all found within electromagnetism. And it just so happens without this electromagnetism, all life dissolves. All of reality, all the base
Right.
reality dissolves without it.
Even the even the
Ever
inorganic even the inorganic matter will dissolve.
Even the inorganic matter with the dog, and people don't understand that shit, bro. We got the same argument going in the back chat. Like this guy thinks that virtual photons isn't somehow light, and somehow isn't attached to the electromagnetic process. And I'm like, dude, everything has a shadow. Everything is working in duality. So if it's one in the physical realm, is one in the energetic realm. So that virtual particle is in the energetic realm. You see what I'm saying? But
But do they not? But do they not know? Do they not know that electric magnetic is actually a pulse? It's a pulse. It's a
yeah, a
pulse.
pulse,
So it's a
oscillating frequency. Just speak that truth, bro. It's an oscillating frequency, nigga. That's a pulse.
Now, as
I mean,
y'all can
I'm
see,
not on no motherfucking debate. I'm not on no motherfucking debate team. I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I use common sense, like George Washington said. Common sense ain't so common with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So if he don't know about electronic pulses and all that, there, why do you think NASA and all the rest of these people and them everything listen to sound and pulses and everything, which is dealing with electricity and waves and everything? He don't know that.
look,
Why you think the
look.
military? Why you think the military them got pulse guns and shit where they can stand a far distance and shoot a pulse ray at your ass and disintegrate you? Well, he don't know nothing about that.
Now, spit on this right here, Rue, because this right that right there, that screenshot right there is sick, and he want to ask us, does light have intelligence? Well, he must not be talking about the creator.
Right,
He must
can't
not
be
be
talking
talking
about
about
the
the
creator.
creator.
And mind y'all, this is from the notes to the reader in the OSB Bible. Yeah, we went and read your book too.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah,
We
not
went and
to do
read
their
your book
homework.
too.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, we do our homework. We study
read
our opponents. We see it. The creator, all highest, all light. Named by man what? Named by man what? Jehovah.
We keep trying to tell y'all we can put all our guns on the table. We can show y'all everything, nigga. We gonna beat y'all.
All they can do is deny the power and the glory of their own God. That's all they can do.
Now, keep in mind, right here it says Creator, the Great Spirit, the Almighty. Then it has a bracket showing you all of these things mean the same thing, right? The first line says Father, Heavenly Father. So we already know they idol worshiping, right? We ain't got to go no further than that. They idol worshipers, right? The first thing is say, Heavenly Father, idol worshiper. The second thing is say, the highest, all light. It says all light, not metaphorical light, not spiritual light. It says all light, the highest form of energy there is. All light. That's what it's saying. All light. That means.
Give me a second. Let me mute out while Maya.
Physical light. It don't matter what type of light. It's all light. We're not separating what type of light it is. That's you idol worshiping ass niggas who want to separate what light is. As you see, one of those things on that shit says person. It says person on it. So it's letting you know that they are indeed idol worshipers because they're talking about persons. Persons are people. They're talking about man.
Right.
They're not talking about power force. And they control that. They control Jehovah. They can control what Jehovah tells you. They control what Jehovah say deems is right or wrong. They control you.
But you know what? There was an elder that said anytime you can give a name to the creator or give it a pronoun, you control it.
You control it. Thank you. You're controlling God. And we said,
and if he was really tribal, like he said he was, we don't say that. We say it's the great mystery because you don't know what it is. Only thing you know, it give you life.
Say it again. We don't know what it is. All we can do is explain to you the relationship we got with it. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. We don't
she ain't ready for the tribal shit. I say I'll fuck over you. And I'll make you go.
I want to give a shout out to Sadiq Rod in the building. How you doing, Sadiq? He just hit the panel. Everybody give him a round of applause.
What's up, brother? What's up, family? I'm just taking it all in.
Yep, having the bravery to step up here with these gentlemen because they're on their stuff. How you feeling today?
I think he need to go back and ask his grandmother who he is again, because to say Chattahoochee, that's a lie. Everybody can look and see that's not a name of the people. That's a name that the people named the river. So that's not a name of a people. And then when he said that Elgiti, that's not a people, that's a language. You know, he need to go back and study. He really need to go back and study and do his bloodline again. And I got the screenshot where he was on Facebook talking about his people was Muskogee and they never migrated from somewhere. I said, well, you obviously don't know your people because the Muskogee and them that you call Muskogee are not Muskogee. And a matter of fact, the people came down there from Mexico. They migrated from Mexico. And he blocked me on Facebook, and I got the screenshots. He looked, I ain't put them up.
Hey, y'all better watch it, cause I got out here sharks in the water looking for blood. We want that smoke. Holla at your boy, the Gauntlet. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know where the hottest shit at. Y'all know where the contention at. Y'all know where the swords clash at. Or you not entertained?
Shout out to D Rob, man. We go all the way back to Anukakerakt.
Oh, yeah. What up, Sadiq, baby? Ain't seen you in a while, man. Ain't talked to you in a while, man. This one of a good brother, man. Like he's actually another one of the good brothers we done went back and forth with on this God is Light topic, helping sharpening our swords when it comes to this. So when it comes to y'all want to know why we so sharp when it comes to these things, it's because of brothers like Sadiq, brothers like Young Scribe, shout out Ampu Crew, you know what I'm saying? It's brothers like that actually rubbed up against us and not try to troll us. They wasn't trolling us. They were actually giving us critical feedback, actually giving us opposition. So we actually know how to combat those things. And this is the reason why even now to this day, we're able to sit here and go back and forth with people because we are sure of what we know, because this is not just something that Naga does. All of y'all who've been around us helping, y'all all been helping form and fashion this thing. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? And we appreciate that, brother.
I
Facts.
got a,
Likewise, brother.
I got
Likewise.
a
Real
question.
talk.
I got a question for everybody. When you riding in the daytime and it's hot like a motherfucker, and you on the asphalt and you ride for a long time, don't you see the heat wave coming off the black top of the asphalt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Johnny James.
Okay.
It's a guy in the comment named Johnny James. He said there was motion before light. Creator undefeated. Well, here's the problem with that, brother. Motion is emergent property. It's something that happens after the fact. See, you can't have motion without something causing the motion. See, a thing can be in motion. Motion is not a fundamental force. It's not a fundamental force.
Yeah,
You see what
it's
I'm saying?
not something
Motion is
independent of
something that
itself.
happens because a fundamental force occurred. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go bottle up motion. You can't put motion in a jar. So, something has to create motion. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you talk about light, when you talk about electromagnetism, what creates motion is charge. It's light. It's
Light
like
charges repel.
charges and like charges
Opposite
repel.
charges and opposite
Charges attract. Attraction and repulsion is motion.
Is motion.
That's motion. And everything in the universe is operating off that principle. So again, when you get talking about motion, motion is not a fundamental force. It's a force in itself once a body is in motion. Once a body is in motion, motion becomes a thing. But until that thing gets into motion, motion ain't even there. You see what I'm saying? So motion is something, it's a byproduct of something. You know what I'm saying? So when you got negative particle here and this positive particle here, when they attract each other, they will begin to draw towards each other. That drawing towards each other will cause what they call angular momentum. That angular momentum causes spin. Right. And when we get to talking about spin, I mean, I just showed y'all that same spin, that same toroidal spin that went around that knitting needle, that same double helix that you see that's powering your DNA. You saw the same pattern.
And then when he said he could create light, well, the question is, what kind of light you going to create? Are you going to create what? A fluorescent or incandescent light? What kind of light you going to create?
You know, it don't even matter because this is why it don't matter. The light that you create, you're not creating light. That light already exists within the system that we belong to. That charge that you think that generating and creating, it already exists all around you. You're not fucking creating shit. The only thing you're doing is allowing the pathway for the light to manifest in a visual spectrum for you. But that light is all the way around you. Even in complete darkness, you're still engulfed in light. Your eyes just can't see it.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Light, and you know what? And you know what?
Light is energy.
And you know what? And the scientists
neither created nor destroyed.
Facts.
And you know what? And the scientists in them showed you that when they did the kaleidoscope out there in over there, oh god damn it. In Geneva, over there in Geneva, when they did the kaleidoscope, when they were looking for the God particle.
And shout out to Unc West, you know what I'm saying? They went and found a physicist or some shit to ask questions, but they was too coward to actually have Naga come in front of that physicist and cross-examine the physicist, where you can have the actual brilliant minds that actually deal with this topic, question and inquire to that physicist, because we wouldn't ask the same questions that y'all ask, and we don't have the same intent behind the questions that we ask. So our posing following questions and stuff would have been enough to keep engaging with that physicist, you know what I'm saying, to be a healthy dialogue. But just listening to a person parrot what they believe, You know what I'm saying? Like that's really not going to do anything. So we have to put evidence against evidence and bring forth that data and use that data to come up with the most intelligent, logical, reasonable conclusion. So again, just because science can describe the processes that's happening in base reality does not mean that they actually know what those processes are, where those processes originate, and where the programming for those processes originate. Nobody knows that shit, which is the reason why we keep calling it God, because it's the great mystery. Nobody fucking knows.
Facts.
Nobody knows.
And that's why in the school it says that walk in the light, beautiful light, somewhere the dewdrops of mercy shine bright, shine on. But hey, for those that know, they know.
You're taking me back with that one, brother. Yeah.
Hey, hey, this little
Those
light of mine,
that know, that
I'm
know.
gonna let it shine.
Right.
This little light of mine,
Those
I'm
that
gonna let
know.
it shine.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, facts.
Those that know.
The Lord is going to be a lamp, a light into your path, and a lamp into your you know what I'm saying? Like this is a constant theme throughout all of human experience when it comes to God and religion and spirituality. You know what I'm saying? And you can try to say spirit, the spiritual light. Okay, well, what is spiritual light doing for you? Oh, it's real. It's dispelling darkness and ignorance. Okay, that's what real light does. Nigga, when you in the darkness, your dumb ass don't know shit. You're ignorant.
Right.
When the light come on, now your dumb ass see. Yeah, that's exactly what fucking light does.
The
So
brother set up here
even
and
when you
said,
describe the spiritual light, you still describing the same attributes and the same fucking shit that regular physical light does. You're still describing that shit.
the brother set up here and said that light doesn't give life when without light you don't have photosynthesis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And without photosynthesis, you're not gonna live, my boy. It's like I don't know where you're getting this from. You know
And
what I'm saying?
look, and without the light, he wouldn't have melanin.
Nothing. He wouldn't
He
have
wouldn't have
melanin.
nothing. He
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
have no
have body.
atoms. He
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have no
no
body.
carbon. You know
Like
what
he
I'm saying?
wouldn't have no body. Like
He
if we,
wouldn't
if
have
we
a
start, if
body,
we put
right?
up the electron configuration of oxygen, we could pull up the electron configuration of carbon, and you're gonna see, nigga, without that negative charge, without negative positive charge, nigga, that shit don't exist. It don't exist.
Right.
So it's like, bro, what are you asking? You're asking, does light have intelligence? What the fuck type of question is that when you know goddamn well your brain waves is operating off fucking electrical signals and shit? That's electromagnetism, bro. When we start talking about, like, we're talking about electromagnetism, the electromagnetic force, all of it, every
Yeah,
little bitty piece of it, not the little part that you want to separate.
right. And pit against the rest of it. Yeah, we're talking
That's
about
why
the
we say God
entire
is light,
And
electromagnetic
then,
force.
electromagnetism.
and then you know what get me? You know what get me? He asked y'all about if somebody heart stopped, what did you do since they didn't have a defibrillator? What makes you think they didn't have a defibrillator in the ancient world? What makes them think that? Because remember, they was doing heart surgery. So in order for them to do heart surgery, they had to know something had to be electrical charge to keep that person body alive when they was massaging. So why he didn't think about that?
And not only that, it's evidence that the pharaohs the gold that lined their helmets and things of that nature because of the
Right.
temples that they lived in was actually providing electrical charge and electrical shock to their body, giving them electrotherapy the whole time while they sat on them thrones. You know what I'm saying? When you see them walk around with the staff and the staff is poking in the ground, that's a
Yay!
positive
Yay!
positive
Yay!
difference. And then as they're holding it, that means their whole body is engulfed within that electromagnetic field that they producing. You see what I'm saying? And when you go look at them,
Why
that
you think why you think the Uncle the Covenant was made out of gold and when they put it on the motherfucking grid on Earth, it generated power?
and I mean, like, and we can just go on. We can go on and on about circumstantial evidence in the ancient world where it hints to things of that nature, like dealing with the Ark of the Covenant when it was about to fall, and one of the practitioners reached out to try to grab it, and what it actually did was end up shocking his ass.
Electrocuted.
It
Yeah.
electrocuted him, killed them on the spot, and it's
Hmm.
because the Ark of the Covenant is an electromagnetic device, and if it's once it's charged, you can't touch it unless you got that breastplate on with them stones in it. Those stones dissipate the discharge, so it don't destroy your organs and knock your heart out of alignment and shit. You need that plate
Oh,
so
don't
that.
forget they had to have the pomegranate. They had to have the pomegranate at the bottom of the robes too. Don't forget that.
And so that plate, the electrical plate, is ain't no different than when you go to when you go to the dentist and you go get an X-ray and they put that vest on top of you. That vest is doing the same thing to those priests because they were constantly being bombarded with electromagnetic energy that was emanating off of the ark. The contents of the ark. When you talk about like the Ten Commandments was made out of blue sapphire stone, which is a dielectric diamagnetic material. You know what I'm saying? And so with it being inside of the cavity of the Ark of the Covenant, it was able to build and generate a static electric charge from them carrying it. As they're carrying it through the arid desert, the arid desert has a particular charge on it. And then when they drape that cloth, over the top of it, and they're walking with it, the rubbing, the friction of the cloth constantly rubbing up against that gold is building up a static electrical charge. They say when they put
Hmm.
the Ark of the Covenant within the tabernacle, within the temple would glow. The temple would glow, and this is the reason why everybody was not allowed into the holies of holies, because it could actually kill you if you wasn't prepared, if you wasn't properly prepared. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
they even when they took the Ark of the Covenant to the Jordan River, they used the Ark of the Covenant. God gave them instructions to make the people stand back a certain amount of feet because of the radiative power that the ark had, and they used the static electrical power of the ark to actually part the rivers. So when you see them talking about the part of the river, that's happening because of the ark. The ark is an electromagnetic device. They want you to believe that it's some type of treasure chest, but you don't take treasure chests into battle with you. You don't take treasure chests in battle with you, nigga. That's the type of shit you go put up so you don't capture. But nigga, you would take it in the battle with you if it's a fucking weapon. And that's exactly what it is. When the Philistines stole the Ark of the Covenant and took it into their own settlement, nigga, they started having earthquakes. People start breaking out in tumors, which is radiation poisoning. They start breaking out in sores and shit. Motherfuckers start being inflicted with things. And every time they would come into the temple, the other statues and shit that sit around the Ark of the Covenant has knocked over the other statues, broken the other statues because of the electromagnetic properties pulling the shit. Right, so eventually the Philistines like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Take this fucking ark because only them Israelite niggas know how to fucking use this thing. Take this shit back to them. And by the way, why you take this shit back to take them this portion of gold to let them know that it was all bad for stealing it in the first motherfucking place. Y'all can have y'all shit back, nigga. This is the story that was in the book. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that right there is one of the evidences that not only did the ancients have high technology back then, they had some type of crude high technology back then. You see what I'm saying? And so we just kind of like rediscovering a lot of this stuff, principles and stuff on the pyramid walls. After they started invading Egypt and uncovering all this stuff in Egypt, that's when all of this electromagnetic knowledge started to come to fruition. A lot of this stuff came directly out of y'all ancestors' knowledge. So don't think that Naga is giving y'all something new. No, the white man just took your ancestors' shit, spent it, put his own spin on it, and gave it back to you. God is
Facts.
light as electromagnetism is older than Naga. When y'all get to reading about Akhenaten speaking about Atum is the crown of the sun. The crown of the sun is the corona
Right.
of the sun. So even back
Right.
then, people have been talking about God as light as electromagnetism, but they've been personifying and putting human attributes onto it. You see what I'm saying? And to Naga, that's where the problem comes at.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. They they try to trap us within these Abrahamic religious books, bro. But what we're on is actually come from tribal spiritual systems. You know what I'm saying? It just so happens that these Abrahamic religions are not exempt from it. They aren't exempt. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? So when you bring your books to the table to battle Naga, we can open your books and beat your ass within them. That's
Yeah,
the difference.
and that's shout out to all the believers. We not here to destroy your faith. Uh, And on the contrary, we're not here to destroy your faith. We actually here to bear witness to the glory and the power of God. You know what I'm saying? And
Fact.
I know a lot of people might think that we atheists. They might think we against that. No, we not, man. We just don't want to see our people go into another 200-300 years, another millennia of spiritual darkness, following false gods and following after foreign gods of other peoples. You don't have to do that when God is power and force, and that power and force is energizing your entire body and your entire being. All you got to do is stand up and rebel against the dying of the light. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, real talk. 'Cause we're like the sister none your business. She's a Christian,
Yep.
and she's Naga. You
My
know what I'm
mama
saying?
Shout
not
out, sister,
knocking.
none
My,
your
my
business.
mother bears witness to the power and glory of God.
Mine as well, and she's a devout Catholic. When she first heard God is light, light is electromagnetism, she had two questions: who don't know that God is light, and who don't know that light is electromagnetism.
Mm. And that's
She's
all.
not
That's
on.
mama. That's
Mama dear,
mama.
yeah. I was about to say Mama
My,
dears.
That's
Mama
mama
Right.
is
do.
not. Mama is not only a devout Catholic. She's also a retired school teacher.
Yeah, shout out none your business. Give none your business a round of applause too. She's been holding it down in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel at Titans
Hey
Debate
man,
League. Again,
shout out
that's
to
at
Lions Den.
Titans
You know what
Debate
I'm saying?
League.
Because
Shout out Lions Den for sure. Let's
let's
give
shout
them
out
a round of
Lions Den,
applause
man.
too.
Because if it weren't for Mandin Kamali, JJ 7000, you know what I'm saying, putting all of us together like from the past, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't even be here, man. So shout out to that man. Shout out to
Right.
Sarnetta, you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to call him the Godfather of Constant, but I think that's a little stretch. But you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Sarnetta, you know what I'm saying, for bringing this whole debate sport, you know what I'm saying, to the forefront. You know what I'm saying, the community. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to all of the elders in the community. Baba, brother Freeman L, Dr. Ben Yosef Yakanan, Dr. John Clark Anderson, Ashe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to start yelling out the ancestors' name, man, and give them their Ashes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we honestly didn't give them enough
Facts.
flowers when they were alive, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a
Right.
shame that in our
Right.
community that we can have elders do as much as they do, contribute as much as they do to our consciousness and our intellect, and we don't honor them. You know what I'm saying? All elders should not be dying off in old folks' home. Like the conscious community at this point should have been able to erect a parish or something for our people where when they retire, they got people that love on them, that's caring on them until it's time for them to transition. You know what I'm saying? We need to start thinking about that, man. Like life is real and life keep lifing. I agree that the revolution is in the hand of the ancestors, but if you don't, I mean, in the hands of the youth. But if you're not respecting your elders, all of that stuff is null and void. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Keep in mind, like we not here to bash and tear down ancestors or people who laid down foundations before us. We here to stand on their shoulders, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So Naga not into disrespecting people. Like even if we got a disagreement on ideologies. Like we don't have to disrespect each other and be on that level with each other. Like yeah, this is debate, but we still want people to be genuine. We want people to at least be able to leave learning something and not just absorbing all of the negative bullshit that goes on with
Right.
the back
Right. Facts.
and the camaraderie because this is a sport. So what y'all see that back and forth between debaters. That is sportsman camaraderie that you see between any sport. You see that in any sport. You see people talking shit, going back and forth. You know, shout out to Barbarians, Apollo Bay. You know what I'm saying? He in the building. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like that. This is a sport, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the brother. You know what I'm saying? He paying motherfuckers just to come up here and do their thing. Shout out to Paradigm Shift. They was the first platform I know to start paying their debaters and getting down like that. Even though I never got paid by them dirty ass niggas, the Craigs. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It was a gesture, and I think we on the right path. I really love what you're doing, A1, cause like I mean, like just your presentation, the way you putting it down, like the stuff interactive, man. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving the vibe.
Yeah, it was smooth with it, ain't he?
Appreciate you, gentlemen. Appreciate you, gentlemen. You know,
Shot, I
y'all are
want
my
to
inspiration, man. I do it for y'all. I do it for the fans. You know, appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that bell so you get a notification every time we go live, and get this video a thumbs up. You know, and
most
shout out
definitely,
Team
Tom.
Naga, man. You like the graphics I put together for y'all?
Oh man,
yeah,
that's
man.
just sure, man.
Good looking, good looking.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to my homie Cheeto Pie. You know what I'm saying, holding it down for the Yamasi up here. You know what I'm saying. That brother actually got tribal marks, so he know what he talking about when he get to talk about his tribal heritage and history. You know what I'm saying. That's why he after Cosmo top, because Cosmo faking the funk on the national.
Shots fired.
Yeah. So you know, to some of those Cosmic Negroes out there, hey, Cosmic Chris, the invitation's still open. Naga still won't fuck with you, holler at you and shit. Come over on the winning team. You know what I'm saying? Stop dealing with them idol worshiping ass, sucker ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Stay
Shots
sucker
fired.
free. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here. Fuck with your Naga brothers. We heard your message. We sent your demonstration. We want to get you in here so we can help form and fashion that argument for you so you can actually know how to defend yourself, because they not going to show you how to defend yourself against atheists and other believers. They going to show you how to push more of their ideology on other people versus you actually being able to demonstrate what God actually is. You know what I'm saying? So again, nigga, we putting it down. Brother, if any of you waspy niggas is tired of the bullshit, y'all come on over to Naga. Y'all tired of weak ass niggas, all of y'all videos, always posting up slick, sly comments, all in the back chats. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with Naga, man. You know what I'm saying? With real brotherhood, man. When we put it down, we actually love on each other. You know what I'm saying? On and off the motherfucking internet and shit, nigga. With niggas, a family for our wives is in this, our children is in this, nigga. We chugging up that red, black, and green flag. Pro-black all motherfucking day. Pro-black don't mean anti-white. You know what I'm saying? We standing on that shit. You see what I'm saying? And we trying to bring that nationalism and STEMs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to the forefront, so our people can get off the bullshit and get onto some real liberation. Because the seed of liberation comes from technology. It comes from technology. Every time that there's a technological advance, there is another liberation of humanity. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the wheel, that was a liberation for humanity. When it came to the combustion engine, that was a liberation for humanity. It gives us the ability to do more things, and that's all I'm saying. When it comes to technology, our spirituality has to ride hand in hand with our technology. We can't be too technologically inclined, and we can't be too spiritually minded. We have to have a balance of the two. We got to have a balance of the two. And that's all we said. When it comes to religion, they controlling y'all, man. Look around you. Look what everything that the religions have done in the world. All they did was plunge the world into utter war, just chaos, war after war after war. Bro, you know what we ought to be debating on? Which we should
King Nugget.
We should be arguing about which asteroid we gonna collect as a community so we can harvest the resources from the motherfucker. That's what we should be arguing about. Nigga, which spaceship, nigga, we gonna take to the next planet, nigga? That's what we ought to be talking about. We should not be sitting out here still talking about Bronze Age mythologies. We should not be still sitting here talking about this. We trying to get you brothers prepared for the future. Because what's coming in the future, we're going to need y'all on all 10 toes. We're going to need y'all neurons firing on max capacity. Y'all can't get there with this imaginary bullshit. We need y'all to step up in the base reality with us so we can combat the evilness that's actually presiding over the world right now.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Right.
Let's go around and do some closing words. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I got a little birthday celebration I gotta get to. You want to start, Sadiq?
Yeah, I'm just gonna just give my fam the Naga fam particularly the green light. Keep cooking, keep doing what y'all doing. You know, brother Anu, it's always a pleasure to hear my brother and speak with my bro, as well as King Naga. You know, Ruben, man, cooks like he cooks in his sleep. You know, it just what he does. Man, I got my support. Keep on doing y'all thing, man. I'm gonna be in the house when y'all do y'all thing. I want to witness y'all making history in the making. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
Right.
Bro.
That is your boy. It's your boy Anukakerakt, man. You know what I'm saying? This Naga World representative, bow motherfucker record artist. You know what I'm saying? Blood Over Wine Records. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're gonna bring y'all a really good debate. It's gonna pop up here in the next few weeks. Y'all be ready for it. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all support the channel. This brother is doing it all for all platforms, for all debaters. There's no bias. You know what I'm saying? The judging system is immaculate. The rules are immaculate, straightforward in your face. You know what I'm saying? The brother coming with all different type of ideas, new packages for you brothers. We out here making money. We getting money, nigga, with this fucking intelligence. We reward intelligence over here on this side.
Let's go. Don't be scared to hit that Cash App up. It is my birthday at $ Titans Debate League. You know, don't be scared.
Yeah, for sure, brother. I see you a little something, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Any last words, King Nugget?
Yeah, man. I want to start off by saying happy birthday, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Information Age, The Bar Reloaded, Lions Den, Paradigm Shift. Most definitely shout out to the Coliseum of Arguments, you heard me? Because this is the only place this type of stuff can happen. You know, and I want to say shout out to the Silkite Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who came out to view, man. This God is light is electromagnetism. It's the new wave. And we trying to push this off on the people, you know what I'm saying, to upgrade them from this spiritual darkness that they trapped in. You know what I'm saying? And Ankh West, we most definitely want to sit down with your physicist, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I blew your head off in front of the whole chat yesterday when you said light don't create its own gravity, which points to your fundamental lack of knowledge.
Somebody tag Unc West, let him know shots fired. They looking for him. With an APG out on Unc West, y'all. And you know what? I'll do some last words too. What a battle of words. What a collision of minds today. Kosmon Cal brought the scriptures and the steel, slicing with rebuttals like a blade of truth. Anukakerakt does what he does best. He came in glowing, charged with the power of light and the knowledge that God is light and light is electromagnetism. Tonight, we witnessed more than just arguments. We saw philosophy clash with physics, ancient wisdom collide with electromagnetic fire. This is what debate greatness looks like, folks. You saw it here first today at the Coliseum of Arguments. Don't forget it. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed right now. Remember, there are no losers in the ring, only warriors who dare step up and test the strength of their convictions. So raise your voices one more time for these gladiators. Tonight, Kosmon Cal and Anukakerakt. Give them a round of applause, folks. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Appreciate you, King Naga. Appreciate you, Sadiq, for stopping in. Real quick, let's go to a word from our sponsors.
Collide. In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth.
Let me shout out everybody in this tournament. The winner receives $500. We've got Hemi, We've got Isan, we've got Anukakerakt, we've got Jesse Valdez, we've got Brody Dharma, Mayan, Apollo Bay, Chef Darius, Zion Warchild, Bosco, Honey, Silky D, Kai Mahitep, Takori Dawson, and none other than King Naga. This is going to be a legendary tournament, one that you're not going to want to miss, folks. Make sure you tune in for those Titan interviews. Every member and debater in the tournament is getting an interview, bringing their ideologies, and letting you know what they stand on. So make sure you check us out. And here we go.
Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we're going to be rolling this out the 2nd or 3rd week of October. Probably looking like the 3rd week of October. We're going to get Kosmon Cal and Anukakerakt.
Yeah, baby.
None on the 11th. We are locked in for the 11th of October.
I'm going to bring some fireworks for that shit.
Yeah, it's going down, y'all. It's going down. Thanks. It's another legendary night. Even just the face-off was turned up. If you guys missed it, make sure you start this one over. Get it from the beginning because it was lit, man. Appreciate you, gentlemen, for stopping up again. We're going to roll out with the song by the Christian rapper Hemi 216. Excuse me, 713 Hemi. If you're not familiar, yeah, I'm from Cleveland, so I said 216. If you're not familiar with 713 Hemi, make sure you check him out. He's been taking over all the airwaves. And here we go, featuring Neo Love, Out My Body.
Yeah, my body, out my
Appreciate
body,
you tonight. Have a good night.
Galatians 5:25. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Know what I'm talking about? I ain't moving off hype. I'm moving off him. Out my body, but I'm locked in. Let go. My body filled up, I ain't lacking. Holy Spirit slid, had me dancing and attacking. Devil in the way, then you know we get to clapping. Ephesians 6, so the whole squad packing. I'm on my body, I be walking in the flames. Isaiah 54, ain't no weapon got a name. Moving in the spirit, I ain't worried about the shame. Covered in the blood, I be stepping unashamed. I be stepping like David, got the praise in my feet. Had to get Goliath, trying to whisper in my sleep. Every move, holy led, I don't dance all deep. I be shouting in the spirit while I slide on the seat. On like Paul, when I pop out, I'm protected. Tried to flex and flesh, had to learn I was rejected. Now I'm spirit checked, I ain't moved by affection. Lieutenant 19, not your surface with no question. I was down bad, now I'm up in my zone. Took the devil's lies, turned them all into poems. I'm out in my body, but I'm right where I belong. Shouting hallelujah with the squad to the throne. I find my body filled up, I ain't lacking. Holy Spirit slid, had me dancing and attacking. Devil in the way, then you know we get to clapping. Ephesians 6, so the whole squad packing. I'm on my body, I be walking in the flames. Isaiah 54, ain't no weapon got a name. Moving in the spirit, I ain't worried about the shame. Covered in the blood, I be stepping unashamed.
Pressure cut the diamonds on my wrist. Pressure cut the diamonds on my gift, yeah. Pressure turn me up into a pit. Pressure turn me down so you can turn up. And when you turn up, they all gon' burn up. Lord, you said that my parents was gon' be here. Lord, you said what I proclaimed and it's gon' be clear. I don't know what they mean when they try to team. We get to dumping like some fiends. Will you move a spleen? Bible told her, big body floater. Let your light shine everywhere I go to. Let your light blind everyone who go to dark places. Let them see their own faces in them crawl spaces. I keep it way too much OG, my nigga. Tell me, how do you consider it's gon' be, my nigga? Ain't gon' go down that way. Yahweh or no way, Yahweh or no way, no way.
My body filled up, I ain't lacking. Holy Spirit slid, had me dancing and attacking. Devil in the way, then you know we get to clapping. Ephesians to 6, so the whole squad packing. I'm on my body, I be walking in the flames. Isaiah 54, ain't no weapon got a name. Moving in the spirit, I ain't worried about the shame. Covered in the blood, I be stepping on the shame.
In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena. In a world where ideas collide and voices rise like giants, a new arena has opened. Welcome to Titans Debate League, where articulate warriors step forward, not with fists, but with words, not with weapons, but with truth. Here, the community becomes the battleground. Open panels, real voices, the questions that keep you awake at night, the issues that shape our world. Everyone has a chance to rise, to be heard, to see if their information will reign supreme. Will you watch from the sidelines, or will you step into the arena? Subscribe now at Titans Debate League.